time, Bob Toledo will be taking on LSU. He is in his first year as the head coach at Tulane, says to the way at UCLA, but he did win a couple of Pac-10 titles. And
last year, how Boise State beat Oklahoma. We talked about how Appalachian State beat Michigan. There's no reason why Tulane can't beat LSU, right?
Pam, you talked about the LSU defense in their rankings, and it's mind-boggling how well they play. And then it shows up statistically. I mean, look at these things. They're first, #1 across the board in these
categories nationally, taking on Anthony Selfo at quarterback, starting for the first time. And there is Forte, a terrific run. An ongoing effort. Now 3rd and 4. Selfo floats it over the middle, completes it to Gabe Ratcliffe, and that's the first down of the game for the Green Wave.
And Tulane's offensive line was outstanding on that play.
In this rivalry that dates well over a century. Selfo up top finds his man. Ratcliffe again, and the tight end is stuck. Selfo off to a good start at 5 of 8 in his first ever start. Forte has not carried the ball yet. Here on 3rd and inches, Selfo keeps it himself and pushes forward for the Green Wave first down.
Him get the push and just knock Dorsey back along with the guard. Nation with 19 interceptions last year. Pam, he's got 16 touchdowns and just 1 pick this season.
For some attention, now 3rd and 4 from just short of midfield. Selfo with time, protection breaks down, and he takes off. And this is what Selfo can do.
Bring that fire that you're seeing out of him, but he has the athleticism and the mobility back there to make.
2nd and 10, and the handoff is 51.
And his career long is 45. He got that last year. Little pooch kick.
Because he is the first-team punter as well, and he does pooch it, and it's covered up. A terrific play by the special teams.
His knees and legs are in the end zone. That ball is still out in the field of play, and that's where it gets marked, and Bob Toledo feels like that one went his way. He'll make him plays. Tulane is ready to play today.
6'3", 250 out of Tallahassee. Told us yesterday, heck, we've got a 1 in a million chance to win, but you hang on to that one. Flynn hit as he goes down, and the ball is almost intercepted. The Tulane fans start whooping it up. 3rd and 7 for LSU, and they stop him. As Hester, on the rather conservative play call, is taken down by Julian Shives-Sands, a junior from Slide.
That's pretty good.
Points almost looks like an error at 5.8 points per game. Flynn is hit as he delivers the football. Good. As Nike is going to start that program full bore on October 1st around the country. As this is the first. 3rd and 8. Flynn out of the shotgun. Big pressure up the middle, and Flynn goes down. Antonio Harris, Brandon LaFell with the big pass that set up their touchdown. Right now, further perseverance as finally the punt is gotten off after a drop snap, and Tevino really recovered nicely as Chad Jones is taken down at the 11.
They pumped up this Tulane football team, and they've been the better team since then.
LSU, this is their 5th possession, have only 1 first down. Finally, Keelan Williams gets into the act.
They missed a field goal, and then had to punt after getting -7 yards. So the Tulane Green Wave defense is getting it done. Not up to his usual standards.
As they were able to hold off the Gamecocks, win at 28-16, and another good stop for Flynn. Williams next to him in the backfield. Flynn tries to get away from trouble, does initially, drops the ball. 4 receivers in. Flynn with time, it breaks down, and he goes down.
The Tulane Green Wave defense has been the story here so far. That last play, the big pressure, and the defensive coordinator, Tom Kallmeyer, has his guys running around making plays.
Got to change up that snap count today, too, you know. Got to change it up because they'll jump.
Tiger offense.
Glenn Dorsey jumped. And
72 on the defense.
Sophomore from La Place, Louisiana. One of the greatest prospects to come out of Louisiana in a very long time. And Forte has had to fight for every yard, and that's great escapability. For Tevino, high snap, but he fields it cleanly. And he is kicking away. And it is down inside the 5 again. And I'm not too surprised that they're leading Penn State right now. Now 2nd and 11. Flynn throwing from his own end zone. Has a man open, him. And then Goose. Flynn under great pressure, gets rid of it, completes it to LaFell as a flag came down in the end zone. Logan Kelly in there hitting Flynn, but he was able to get rid of it.
And that's generally when the referee throws a flag down there, it's holding, and it is holding.
Kelly is in the end zone, therefore we have a safety.
This Tulane defense, Bob Toledo's got him going.
It's been the Green Wave defense today. Teams that have done very well. Bob Toledo making that safety sign, you betcha.
We got it. The free kick coming to Tulane, and these fans, many of them on their feet cheering for Tulane.
And LSU right now, Pam, 0 rushing yards as well.
Selfo with time, has a man and finds him for the first down. That is the yard gain.
And the key was the protection that's sitting
through last week against Southeast Louisiana. Gets the ball again, goes between the tackles, and gets a first down.
So what do you think about what we've seen in New Orleans?
Well, I think we knew how good LSU's defense was coming into the game. It's been Tulane's defense, though, right now that has really stolen the show thus far in this football game.
All right, thank you, Stan. Tulane has more total yards than LSU in this game. Total yards. Tulane has more yards than the #2 team in the nation. Selfo rolls, he has Forte, but goes close to him, and Gabe Ratliff. And it is the Green Wave making the waves in this game. 54 Tulane has gotten them on the board. Right up the middle, Matt Forte, if he breaks this stealth tackle, he scores. Forte picking up 12 yards, it's a first down. And look at LSU with no rushing yards alone. And they give it to Andre Anderson, who goes into the end zone. Tulane leads. Getting it on their 42, culminating with Anderson's touchdown run. And the Green Wave have taken the lead over #2 LSU.
Boy, and it was a legitimate drive, too. They just rammed it down the throats of the #1 defense in the country.
Back 5 yards, and there's Andre Anderson and this Tulane team coming out fired up. Flynn flushed out, tried to get rid of it, hung onto it, and is sacked once again. Antonio Harris.
Yeah, and that's the key right now for the Tulane defense, getting after it all day long. There he is with his sack initially, then he gets a little help from some friends as far as putting the pressure on, but all day long, Matt Flynn has been under duress. And I'm very surprised, and I've said it before, that we haven't seen Ryan Perilou at all. And here's that last one right there. You see Flynn tried to almost throw that thing away again. A little desperate back there. Look at that, hit 10 times, hurried 10 times, sacked 4 times.
With that last sack, LSU now -11, -11 in rush yards for the game. And they have been shut down by this Tulane defense. Flynn has a lot of time to throw, and it's almost intercepted. It was
for the Tulane Green Wave. That's what really got
for 8 on this season.
Take a look at right there. This goalpost is where it's going to hit. Almost looks like it hits right on top. Bam, right there it did. I've never seen that before.
Fitting way for LSU to end the half with another penalty, Ray.
Yeah, just mistake prone throughout the first half.
And the Green Wave with the safety and now the touchdown lead LSU 9-7.
3 sacks last week, just fights it. He ended up with one-on-one protection, beat it, got in there, and drops Matt Flynn. And this Tulane football team is pretty fired up right now.
Wow, Tulane is hot.